What's up everyone? So in this video, we're gonna be taking a look at this Xsens mocap suit that the Xsens peeps sent me to take a look at and review. So what I'm gonna be doing right now is pretty much just unboxing this Xsens mocap suit. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside this nifty little box. All right, looks like we have some shortcuts. Go ahead and face it this way so you can see that. Now this one is the Xsens MVN Quick Shortcuts, fancy little booklet right here. And it looks like right off the bat, I'm gonna slide this forward so you can see it a little bit better. Looks like these are the sensors right here. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14, 15, 16, 17 sensors that comes in this package right here. And it looks like there's a USB dongle right here. Pretty neat. Okay, so let's take a look. What is inside this? This is pretty packed here. This is neat. Little toy. That's pretty cool. I did not expect that at all. We have some gloves right here. All right, we have a glove. Put that there. We have a power adapter. This looks like a European power cord. We have a Xsens Awinda gloves medium. Now, depending on the size you're getting, I was told that what I'm getting here is the loaner edition. So I might get some extra sizes or extra shirts in here. So whenever you're purchasing your suit, you have to actually choose your size for your body type. So keep that in mind because you might be seeing a lot more than what you're gonna get. And this looks like a power port, right? We got an adapter travel plug. Looks like this is, looks like Middle Eastern. I've seen this in the Middle Eastern before. Little power adapter, all right? Those look like earmuffs. No, I'm not sure what that is yet. We'll have to look it up. Just so you know, this is actually my first time opening an Xsens suit. I have actually never seen or used any of their stuff. Looks like USB cables, more USB cables, a couple of USB cables here. And what's cool about it is I actually didn't look up anything about this suit because I want the experience to be like if somebody was to actually buy this and get it for the first time. So this is, everything here is new to me. Okay, so we have the shirt, the Awinda shirt. This one is small. You can see right there, it is an S. And this is another Awinda shirt. And like I said, this is what I meant. There's an extra shirt in here. So on your set, on your package, you should have the size that you chose whenever you purchase the suit. Small for me, and another shirt, the XXX, actually double XL. Okay, so what is this? This is the strapping kit, looks like. Little strapping kit right here, and obviously I'm gonna be doing a video on how to put all of these together, but right now we're just unboxing it. And this right here looks like the head strap, which it looks like it's wireless. Huh, wow, this is gonna be exciting. And it looks like we have another power adapter. Now this looks like a London, UK, Great Britain type of power adapter. Okay, and I think that's everything. And let's just take a look at the sensor. Holy smokes. So there's actually a label right here that tells you what part of sensor or where you have to place this. Hand right here. And this is the sensor. You're looking at the actual sensor itself. Wow. Pretty crazy. And it is wireless, like I said. All right, so that's pretty much it for the unboxing, unless there's some other hidden stuff in here. No, there's nothing in there. All right, guys, that was just a quick unboxing of the Xsens suit that I got to test out and try out. Hey, what's going on, guys? So what we're gonna do is just talk about how this Awinda Starter works. We're gonna talk about some of the parts that make up this system, and it's pretty darn simple. When I found out that I was gonna get this to test out, I was actually pretty worried because I've been using my suit for almost a year and I've gotten used to it. I know how to use it. So learning a new system, I was kind of afraid, and knowing that they're high end, I was really scared because I was like, how long is it gonna take for me to learn this system? How long does it take to put on? So all these thoughts just come into my head. But when I got this suit and saw how it worked for the first time, I mean, it's so simple. So let's go ahead and talk about this system here, the Awinda Starter. All right, so the first thing on the list is obviously the heart of this system, and that is the sensor. So the Awinda Starter comes with 17 sensors that you're gonna have to wrap around your body and wear for this to work. How this works is you're gonna take this sensor and just apply it on your body using these materials and a shirt. And that's pretty much it. It's just that simple. It's like, okay, how do we put this on? Okay, well, let's put it on a strap and wrap it around our body. And that's pretty much it. It's that simple. Like, it's mind-blowing how simple it is. So for example, this sensor is the hand because it's marked right here. I just put it inside the glove right here, and there's a Velcro inside the glove, and there's a Velcro on the back of the sensor, and I will just put it in here. And that's it. I have a hand sensor. Obviously, it doesn't have finger tracking, but this still will track your hands really well, right? Just like that, all right? And then in the package, you're gonna have different sizes of straps. These are like Velcro material. One side is smooth and one side has a little bit of, I don't know what kind of material that is, but it's pretty much gonna let you attach the sensor on one side, and the other one is for attaching to your body. So again, this one's for the pelvis, so it's gonna go on your pelvis. This is the longest one, as you can see, it's pretty long. And I'll lay it down like that. And then this one right here is the upper leg. So as you can see right here, this is gonna go on my thigh. And then right here, and I'm gonna show you how to apply this. This is one is left leg, so this one's gonna go to your shin. And they are labeled as well. And I think as far as straps goes, there's 3 different sizes, if I remember correctly, maybe 4. But it's pretty easy to determine which part of the body it is by the size of the actual material and the strap. So this one's on your foot, which is cool because you can wrap it around your foot, as you guys saw in my video. And this one is the upper arm right. So I'm gonna show you how to apply this thing here. There's a button right here. Just make sure that that's good. All right, so what I'm gonna do is show you how to put this on, and it's crazy because, just excuse me here, you legit just kind of like put it on your arm and you wrap it like a Band-Aid or a bandage. I mean, obviously want it tighter than that, but for the sake of this demonstration, that's pretty much it. You just do that for all of the body parts, and you have your suit. Additionally though, you will also have some pieces like the head, which you can insert the sensor inside and you just wear it. Like so, and now you have head tracking, all right? And then the last piece you're gonna need is the shirt. Now, on your starter kit, you should have one shirt. You should have chosen the correct shirt, all right? And as far as I know, I would go a size higher than your usual because they are pretty small, as you can see right here. So what's cool about this shirt is that on the back, on the shoulder blades, they have Velcro slots for your shoulder sensors. All you have to do is Velcro them on the back and you're done. And additionally, on the chest area, there's also a hole for you to put a sensor in, just right here. There's a pocket right here with a Velcro and you put a sensor in there. So you need 3 on the shirt, 1 inside here, and then 2 on the back. And that's the only thing you actually wear as far as the suit goes, a shirt. It's not a full-on suit. And this material right here, I kept telling Xsens, I'm like, this is some comfy material. This reminds me of like, you know, like something that you wear when you're working out or something like that. It's a nice material. Like I can actually wear this all day. I wouldn't sweat in it, not as much, because it feels really nice. It's cooling. There's some kind of cooling technology that I've seen this in workout clothes. I don't know what kind of material it is, but it's really, really comfortable. I like this shirt. It's really nice. So that's it right here. And then what we're gonna talk about is the powering. Like, how do we charge these sensors, right? So in the package, you're gonna get this little brick. And additionally, you are gonna get a USB. You're gonna plug it in, and it's gonna have 3 different, I think these are mini USBs, and that's what you're gonna use to charge your sensors. Now it comes with 6 different cables, so you can put in all the cables and charge all your sensors all at once. And you can also update the firmwares. As far as I know, there's data and power in one of these, and you can update firmware as well. So that's pretty cool. And you just plug it in onto the wall and you can charge all of your wireless sensors just like that. Pretty easy stuff. And this feels like pretty heavy duty right here. This is nice. And the best thing of it all is that this system is wireless. Coming from a wired motion capture suit, that alone is worth the upgrade to something like this. Like having wires and doing mocap is not ideal. So this being all wireless, there's no wires running from one sensor to the other, it's incredible. All right, so the last thing we're gonna cover is this little USB antenna looking thing right here. Now with my suit, I have to have a router because it uses Wi-Fi, but with the Awinda Starter, you just need this. You just need to plug this into a computer and then install the MVN Animate software, and it's gonna read all of your 17 sensors as long as you turn them on, obviously. And that's it. It's gonna connect to it, and that's pretty much it. You are connected to the software and you are ready to calibrate and so on and so forth. So having this dongle helps a lot because you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi connections. For my old suit, I had to buy a tiny Wi-Fi router so that it will work a little bit better, because connecting it to my actual router was just not happening. It wasn't working. So, but I can bypass that now with the Awinda USB dongle. To summarize, the way this suit works is really just simplicity. It's so simple. You take a sensor, you find a way to wrap it on a certain part of your body, and that's it. That's how easy it is to use this thing.
What we're going to talk about real quick is Xsens's new motion cloud processing. Now, as you all know, Xsens has a lot of options for software, but I think if I were to actually get an Xsens suit, this is probably the route that I would go, is the motion cloud processing, because I think, in my opinion, it's the cheapest, to be honest. And if you're smart with it, you can actually get a lot of good mocaps out of this. All right, so what is it? It's pretty much a software online in the cloud that you can use to export motion capture animations from your suit to like Unreal Engine 4, because this right here can actually export FBX. So let me just show you how this works. I already tried it out a couple of times, so you can see I have a bunch of stuff in there. So let's start from the beginning. Basically what you do first is you actually capture your motion here in the MVN Animate Basic, which is free. So after I captured my motion, it's gonna be a .mvn file. I went ahead and just uploaded it here, and then upload that, and that's gonna do its magic, and it's gonna let you know, in an email that it's done processing. And after that, what's gonna happen is it's actually gonna pop up right here, and it's gonna say it's available. So I'm gonna go take a look at this fighter number 3. So after I upload it, it's gonna be right here. I'm gonna click on this because this is actually gonna open up another window right here. Now, if you haven't processed your motion capture, this part right here is not gonna show up, but as you can see, I already did mine. So the next step is actually just going to click on this and then exporting. It's gonna take you to this window here. I'm gonna press play, and it's actually gonna give you a preview of your animation. And right now you can actually move the camera, but I was told that they are going to improve this here, so you can actually move around in there so you can see your motion capture a little bit better. Now, to actually export this out, it's pretty darn simple. All you have to do is add new export selection. Now, you don't have to export the entire thing, because as you all know, the motion cloud processing, it actually charges you by the frames or seconds on your export. So it's actually smart to cut out all the bad stuff like this. Like me clicking the computer, really don't need that, you know. So you can actually pick and choose on what you want to export. So if I go right here, I want 427, let's just say, and then let's see, I want it to end at a certain frame, like, you know, like 1994, you know, like that. So after that, all you have to do is actually go to the export type right here. Now, as you can see, it's going to export this to a BVH, but I'd rather work in an FBX. So I'm going to click that right there, and I'm going to do the export options to still look at our other options here. Now we have overwrite first frame with a T-post, but I usually don't need. We're going to do a skeleton because Unreal uses a skeleton system. Centimeters is fine, and I'm just going to leave everything by default and then save. And after that, all I have to do is click save and add, and then export file right here, and it's going to say continue with the export, and you're going to click yes, I am certain. And after that's done, it's going to export right here, and it's going to process this as an FBX. Now, I have it set up so that it's going to email me when it's finished exporting and processing. So that's kind of the thing that you can do if you want that. But if we go into Fighter 3, you're going to see here now that I have an available one, and I also have a processing one. And once this is done, so we don't have to wait for it to actually finish, it's going to say available. And this is when you can actually download your FBX file to use in Unreal Engine 4. As you can see, I'm downloading it right now, and that's pretty much it. That's all it is. That's how easy it is to capture something in MVN Animate, upload the MVN file, and then export an FBX or whatever you want to do out of the motion cloud processing. Now, at first, I kind of thought this was a crazy idea, but after actually using it, I see the potential of this because it is easier on the wallet, because I'm going to give you an example. So this is monthly, and I'm going to show you that real quick. So if I go right here, and I'm going to go to my subscription, and I'm going to click on this, I'm going to add my subscription here so you can kind of see the prices here, right? So if I go right here in the Motion Cloud MVN processing, now if you're doing animation and stuff, you're going to want to do this here. You can ignore all the other ones. So I'm going to click on this. This is what I want, and I'm going to continue. And I want 30 days of Motion Cloud MVN processing, which is going to be $275. And if I go to 60, that's just going to go up to $495. Now, why is this a good idea? Well, basically, if you're smart with your data, you can actually save all the motion captures that you do that month all in one, and then capture it all at once. And then once you're done, you can cancel your subscription, and then that's pretty much it. And then once you're ready to capture more or export more, you can sign up again for a month and then export 30 minutes. I believe is the $275 a month is 30 minutes. So that's kind of cool because you have a little bit more flexibility on what you're paying for. It's more like pay as you go. To save some money, you get an Awinda Starter kit like I had to test out, and then you get the free MVN Animate, record all your animations there, and then use the Motion Cloud processing every month. 30 minutes a month, $275 a month. Export all those animations and then cancel the subscription, and then just sign up again whenever you have 30 minutes worth of animations. Now, additionally, the MVN processing, that also includes their HD processing, so their automatic cleanup. And I gotta tell you, it's actually pretty darn good. It's part of the processing, so you actually don't have to do anything at all. It just does. They have a crazy algorithm that cleans up your motion capture for you, all included in that motion cloud processing. So that's just kind of my take on this whole motion cloud processing right now. And I thought I was kind of skeptical about it earlier on, but now it kind of makes sense that yes, it is $275 a month, but you actually have control over how much you pay monthly. So overall, I honestly believe the Xsens Awinda Starter is a pretty good solid mocap solution. Combined with the Xsens HD processing, which is their automatic cleanup process, it's really good enough for my needs. It being wireless is also a plus. Now, the simplicity of the Awinda Starter, like I mentioned many times before, is truly amazing. Setting it up doesn't really take too much time. Also, learning how to use it is not bad at all, even for someone who is very new to the mocap world like me. I absolutely enjoyed my time with the Awinda Starter, and I actually miss it already. That being said, I would like to thank Xsens, especially Katie Joe, for loaning me the Xsens Awinda Starter. The Awinda Starter kit might be the Xsens cheapest motion solution, but it can absolutely deliver.